Guess what we just got? Merry Christmas! It's a toilet! Coming soon to a Tippy household near you, you will be able to go poop! Now I'm gonna demonstrate. Hi there, we are Danny and David Tippett with Tippy Trips.
We got married in August 2017, graduated from Regent University together in May 2018,
and now we are ready for our next adventure together.
Skoolie Live!
We will be converting our school bus into a tiny house on wheels and traveling the country full time.
We are proving there's more to life than making money and buying things by focusing on what is truly important to us, serving others and trusting God.
We want to take you along with us, so subscribe to follow our journey. Guess what we just got? Merry Christmas! It's a toilet! I'm so excited. So this is our Nature's Head composting toilet, which is, as a lot of people said, kind of icky, but we're super excited about it. So this is a almost live unboxing as I unbox it for the first time. Although I took the tape off, I'm sorry, I did. So it's not that live, but anyhow, holy cow, this is a big box, and God bless Amazon for getting it to us in like 2 days. Like what? They delivered a toilet in 2 days. That's crazy. Alright. So this all comes off. Wow, this is actually a lot bigger than I was expecting. It comes in this lovely garbage bag. It has a faux marble finish. Yeah, actually it does. It looks like marble, which it's actually just plastic. Oh! And I pull it out. And I put it on the ground. Alright, step on it to take it off. Trash bag off. Alright, so here it is. It has, let's see, opening it up. Oh, it came with a little just for you, thank you. So it has this little lever here that will open it up so you can go poop. In the front here is where the pee goes. So you do have to separate your own poop and pee. It's got 2 latches on the side. When you undo both of the latches, the top opens up and you can dump out the poops. Also, it comes with a 12-volt fan system. So you can vent this to the outside through this hole. And this is super important actually, because this is one of the reasons why people say this is the least smelly composting toilet you can get. This 12-volt fan will basically suck all of the air out from underneath the toilet, so that way when you're pooping, the smell doesn't rise past your face and have to go out the vent in the ceiling. It's getting sucked down and out. Lots of other things. It's got its handle. It's got this little squirter bottle. The squirter bottle is only for, you use vinegar and water to clean the inside of the toilet and to clean the composting section out. This bottle right here is for pee. That's a big pee bottle. And God bless David, who's going to be the one cleaning this out, but that's okay. We'll put our pee bottle back. Also, I will note, if you have gray water tanks, we've been told that you can actually pipe this straight into gray water. It is safe for most intents and purposes. Has a nice little manual, I'm sure, how to put it together. I'm too lazy to read that right now. Oh, and how to use it as well with peat moss and stuff like that. It also shows you how to attach it to the floor of your bus, RV, whatever, it's got some L brackets that are included. And this has the wiring for the 12-volt fan. But super excited because coming soon to a Tippett household near you, you will be able to go poop. So we decided to go with a composting toilet because we didn't want to deal with black water tanks, with sewage, then we have to worry about capacity for all of that. We have to dump it at like an RV park, and we want to be boondocking as much as we can, which is just kind of living off the land, not really attached to any like site or place. So that's why we went with a composting toilet. And the other thing is, it doesn't use any water, and they're just super, I'd say, efficient and effective at what they do. We went with the Nature's Head composting toilet, one, because there aren't very many other options, honestly, and two, because we felt like this offered the best kind of all-around performance. So it provides a lot of additional features that you won't find in other composting toilets that are super important in the composting process, such as this handle for the agitator. I mean, it has a really nice clean separation of everything, and everything is just really high quality. You can tell with all of this stuff that a lot of thought and care has been put into the design of this particular unit. So when you're using the Nature's Head composting toilet, you go ahead and you pull this up, and they recommend sitting down for whatever you're doing. So it's always recommended that you sit down, because that way your pee naturally goes towards these front two holes, which goes into the pee collection. And your poop is over top of this, which has this little lever to flop that out of the way. Again, very important to press the lever down before you poop, because otherwise your poop will just sit on top of that. Then, once you're all finished, if there is a little poop residue, you can use your bottle with vinegar and water, and you just spray a little bit around just to kind of get rid of that and eliminate any odor as well. You don't want to spray directly in there, because you want your compost to be kind of a just semi-moist thing, which is a little disgusting, I know, but that's okay. So once you're finished, you pull the handle back up, and you're going to want to stir your agitator 2 to 3 revolutions. And that just stirs in your poop with a lot of the other stuff, and just kind of helps it to compost quicker. Another really important part is the ventilation aspect. So it has this tube coming out, and that is to keep it from getting too moist, and also to provide fresh air for the composting process. And then this tube will go into the bottom or the side of your bus or RV or however you have it. And you're gonna want like a little mushroom cap or some like mosquito netting over this, so that things don't come up and into your poop collection, because that would be really gross. Anyhow though, then when you're ready to dump it, you just go ahead and close this off. You will, you can leave this on, or you can disconnect it. It's got a couple latches on the side. Also, important note, if you do have diarrhea or vomiting, which, I mean, not everyone gets sick at some point, they said that's okay so long as you don't have too much of that happening. If you do have that happening too much, you can add peat moss. Also, peat moss or sphagnum, something like that, that's what's used as a drying material. So when you open this up, you can take the lid off, set that to the side. When you are starting this, so anytime you start this after emptying it, you're going to want to put the agitator level, and you're actually going to fill with 2 1-gallon bags of peat moss up to just this level. So that way you've got plenty of semi-moist, dry material in there to mix with your poop, so you're not just pooping into an empty bucket, because that's disgusting. Also, when you're dumping this, they suggested just a little 13-gallon bag. You can put it over the top. It has some L brackets that sit on the floor. You'll just detach the L brackets, lift it up, and then you can dump it into that bag. Also, you probably want to remove the pee container before you do that. It comes with a little cap. So you just cap your pee container, take that out. You can dump that however you do, into your gray water or whatnot. And then I would take this out of its little L bracket. The agitator wouldn't fall off because I'd have it screwed on right. And I can just dump it into that bag. And they said you can do a couple different things once you've dumped it. Most of the time they say you probably shouldn't just throw it into the woods unless it's had more than 8 hours of sitting without anyone using it. So maybe you dump it in the morning, so to speak, or they do provide a second base that you can use to swap out, and that way you can take care of it. It needs some time to compost, so there are some other solutions like One of the things we might be doing is actually having a bucket like a little 5-gallon bucket that will hold our poop compost stuff. It'll look dirt-like for just a couple hours after we've emptied it, just to make sure it's completely composted. Now I'm gonna demonstrate. If you just have to pee, you just point your pee down the front part. Tinkle, tinkle, tinkle. And then if you don't want it to smell, you can stand up and you can spritz just some of that vinegar and water around here so that it gets in there and doesn't smell. So I spritz, spritz, spritz right down there so it doesn't smell too bad. If I have to poop, I let down my handle. I let out a ginormous poop. Then I lift the handle, or if I did, maybe I left a little streak, I can spritz with the vinegar water as well. Just not too much because you don't want it to get too moist. Then I've lifted my handle. I will probably put the toilet seat down because I don't want to smell it when I'm stirring it. And then I'll give it 1, 2, 3 turns. They say 2.5, but I'm like, what? That's really specific. I'm going with 3. Anyhow, and then once I've done that, I walk away and my poop composts. If you want to check this toilet out, because I know you do, we got a link in the description below, so check it out, yo. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching our videos. If you liked it, please click the like button below, and that just lets us know that we're doing something good.
And to follow our journey and make sure that you don't miss out on any of our videos, go ahead and click up here on this button and you will not miss out on anything.
Thanks again.
Bye!